Welcome to The Explainer. Today, we're unlocking a mystery that has honestly captivated historians and archaeologists for generations. We're traveling back 5,000 years to explore a legendary Golden Kingdom, one that's currently hiding right beneath the murky waters of the Arabian Sea.
I mean, it sounds like something straight out of a fantasy novel, doesn't it? Could an entire city of gold, a sprawling metropolis of immense wealth and advanced architecture, truly be buried under the rolling blue waves? That's the exact question driving some relentless underwater exploration right now. Section 1. The Sunken Mystery.
Okay, let's dive into this. To find our answers, we really have to look at the western coast of India, specifically off the shores of Gujarat. You see, just as the Earth has hidden the massive secrets of Harappa and Mohenjo-Daro under the soil, these deep, dark waters hide Dwarka. According to the ancient Puranic texts, this was a magnificent 5,000-year-old city intricately linked to Lord Krishna. The lore describes it as this opulent, golden kingdom built with absolute divine precision, which was ultimately swallowed by the Arabian Sea 5 millennia ago. And, for the longest time, this was considered purely a matter of faith and mythology.
Section 2. Proof in the deep. But eventually, those lines between legend and reality, they really started to blur. Archaeologists diving into the depths out there have uncovered some truly staggering physical secrets. Down on the ocean floor, they discovered the unmistakable remains of baked brick walls, which obviously suggests complex, permanent structures. But even more compelling, they found these massive stone anchors scattered all across the seabed. And we're not talking about just random stones here. These are heavy-duty anchors used by large vessels. It's concrete evidence that a bustling, thriving international port existed right here thousands of years ago.
To really wrap our heads around the scale of this, let's look at a comparison. We already know about Lothal, right? The famous, highly advanced port city of the Indus Valley civilization. Well, these newly discovered massive stone anchors at Dwarka suggest an operation that parallels, or honestly, maybe even exceeds, the scale of Lothal. This place was a major hub of international maritime trade, a bustling entry point to the ancient world.
Section 3. AI reconstructs Dwarka. Now, what's really interesting about this slide is how we're using modern tech to look at the past. By taking the data gathered from these underwater ruins and pairing it with the vivid descriptions from the ancient texts, artificial intelligence has allowed us to bridge a 5,000-year gap. We can actually visualize what these sunken ruins looked like in their prime. And the AI models reveal something astonishing. The architecture of Dwarka was incredibly organized. It featured perfectly straight roads intersecting at precise 90-degree angles, literally like a giant chessboard. It perfectly mirrored the highly systematic grid structures and those exceptional drainage systems we marvel at in Harappa and Mohenjo-Daro. Just an absolute masterpiece of urban planning.
Now, the Puranic texts actually offer an explanation for this intense level of perfection. They credit the construction of Dwarka to Vishwakarma, who is described in the lore as the divine architect of the gods. So it's this legendary figure who is said to have designed the massive palaces, the sprawling layouts, and the golden gates that our AI models have so vividly visualized, all based on those structural foundations found deep underwater.
And this brilliantly illustrates a really profound contrast. Just think about the timeline here. According to the source material, while vast populations in other parts of the world were still sheltering in caves and living these rudimentary hunter-gatherer lifestyles, the people of this oceanic city were utilizing what can only be described as ancient modern technology. We're talking complex trade, heavy-duty maritime engineering, and meticulously planned civic infrastructure. It's wild to think about.
Section 4. Why did Dwarka sink? Let's move to and see how this builds, because how does a metropolis of such magnificent engineering, wealth, and power just completely disappear? The timeline is fascinating. According to Puranic lore, the sequence of the city's end began when Lord Krishna departed the earth. But what is so incredible here is how modern science actually aligns with this. Data indicates that around this exact era, a period of ancient global warming triggered some rapid, severe climate changes. As global temperatures shifted, sea levels rose drastically and rapidly. Ultimately, the encroaching ocean completely submerged the entire coastal city, hiding it away for millennia. So myth and modern climate science are actually pointing to the exact same devastating rising waters. Section 5. The warning for today. This isn't just some fascinating piece of trivia about a 5,000-year-old climate event. It holds a critical mirror up to our world right now, showing us the very real consequences of a changing climate on human settlements. So the crucial point is perfectly captured in this powerful thought from our source material. No matter how far we advance in engineering, we cannot survive long by disrupting nature's balance. Whether it's an ancient golden city with divine architecture or our own modern coastal megacities, human hubris is simply no match for the raw, shifting power of the natural world.
Ultimately, the story of Dwarka serves a dual purpose. On one hand, it stands as this breathtaking symbol of immense ancient knowledge, highlighting the incredible engineering and maritime glory of our ancestors. But on the other hand, it stands as a really poignant, impartial lesson about the environment. It is a time capsule proving that nature, without fail, always has the final say. Which leaves us with this final, lingering thought. As sea levels threaten to rise once again in our modern era, we really have to ask ourselves, can our modern engineering survive if we continue to disrupt the delicate balance of nature? Thank you so much for joining me in this explainer. Keep questioning, keep learning, and I'll see you in the next one.